Yeah, I know. I'd be like, Elise, there's still something to stream on this game. Record. I'll probably do. Wait, did it reset my data? Huh? I remember setting the time on Stanley Parable, but... I love this game so much, this does it to me. Like... What is this? If you remember throughout my episodes, remember that. If you don't, that can happen. Here, it's mind-blowing. In the first episode, it asked me to put my time up. The second also, and the third also. So it's like, I know that you're very honest with your time, because most people just ignore it and leave it at 12 AM. So I'm gonna reward you with some sliders, and I have no clue what this is about. Which of the two made-up words is the most appealing to you? Comtush. Comtush for sure. Please don't adjust the slider. Fine, you win. Yes. You know what time it is. If you tell me which time. What is the time anyway? Yes. I think we got off the wrong build. Help. Sure. Sure. In 10 years. There are some weird things. I need to focus for today. It's not really something to try, but I want to at least try one thing. If you know the...
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
If you know, like, the ending with, like, the beta test ending.
Stanley worked for a company.
No, where you drop off into the... how do you call it? How do you call it? Into the, like, of other games.
His co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I want to do that with the bucket. I don't know why, but it sounds fun.
The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker. In time, perhaps, he would become both of those things.
I want to see what happens like for stuff.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him.
Like, if you know the Stanley Parable 2 at this point, because it is normally the Ultra Deluxe, but it has so much content.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
What do you call?
Stanley took
There are like multiple different endings because of the bucket. And I also...
said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo.
I also want to try, actually,
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was
and I also want to try the
It
bucket
should have
destroy
alarmed
ending.
him, of course, because
As people told me I'm actually
But
curious about
Stanley
that
chose
one.
not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the
Oh! Wait, he can't go here with a bucket, I forgot.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point.
I forgot that.
How could you think it was okay to bring the bucket?
I had this in my, one of my
problem is that
previous
you
episodes.
don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket.
And I was on purpose there also trying in that quiz to like be like, yeah, that's a bucket, that's a bucket, that's a bucket. And that's not a bucket, it's not a bucket, that's not a bucket
I think we
to ruin it.
something about it.
But Mr. Narrator here was like, Elise, that is a bucket, that isn't a bucket because it's a 3D printed bucket, and be like, is it a 3D printed bucket the same as a normal bucket?
Isn't a bucket. Please step in here for a moment.
Like, if you 3D print a bucket, it's still bucket.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios
That's
and
my
you'll
opinion,
tell
huh?
me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
Mind
Okay,
blown,
let's
mind
begin.
blown. My mind is blown. You're
Item
mind
1.
blown.
Is this a bucket? Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
What's that bucket in my word? Eco Mr. 3D printed bucket, that's still not a
Item
bucket.
2. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket.
It's still
not
a bucket.
An actual bucket.
Oh, you get the Mr. Narrator. I had this like run in my stream that I did with like a few episodes, and there I was like,
Item 3. Is this a bucket? Incorrect.
so I know
This
the
is a
answers.
bucket. Item 4. Is this a bucket?
I forgot this one because it was a trick question.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an
Ah.
enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up?
Oh, the inside is still a
Absolutely
bucket.
Incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
I wonder what happens if you do all the good, get all goods. Like,
Is this a bucket? Incorrect. This is a bucket.
this is not a bucket, Mr. Narrator. And that's what I mean, he's like a gamble in a tractor.
Item 6.
Like,
Is this a bucket?
is this a bucket?
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
Ah, goddammit, you narrator. I saw Mr. Facial Expressions in this YouTuber program.
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere. Yes. Thank you. There's nothing here. Of course
I
it isn't a
forgot.
bucket. We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket.
Everything
which
is a
of course
bucket.
is not true. Unless... Is that what you think? Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket?
I thought that last time, so no.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective.
I tell you.
What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago, I could answer these questions with confidence.
I tell you that not
Now
everything is a
I'm so
bucket.
adrift.
Oh,
Do
okay,
any of
fuck
us
off.
know what a bucket
Mr.
is?
Narrator.
Am I a bucket?
Yeah, you're a bucket.
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to
I'm not
tear
gonna tell
our
it. Now I'm
relationship
gone.
apart.
Bye.
I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely. Okay, here we go. What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket?
Yeah, Mr. Narrator.
Every single thing
Everything
in
is
the game was
gone.
a bucket. Oh my god, I had no idea.
I still, you know, still what I love to
Except
can
me.
do with 3 is
I'm
like
not a bucket after
this,
all.
like
And you,
slowly.
Stanley, you're still
Like,
here. You're not
ooh.
a bucket either.
Look
Oh,
how-
this
look
is
how flexible I am.
wonderful. We're not buckets.
And
Yes,
then my hair
I
is like
actually
also
feel much
flippy
more
and
at ease
bouncy.
right
I like
now.
love
It's
the
still
way more.
delightful to get some
This is small
clarity on
things.
this issue, but it doesn't
I
change
still
the
like behind
fact that
paywall.
we
My
haven't
other
got a
program.
game. So, tell
And
you
the
what,
thing is,
I'll research
I did like a lot of
everything.
features
We'll
are
look
free,
back all the
but
buckets,
I think they
okay?
became really
And
popular. And we're
we'll
like,
know
we can make
that
a lot
it's
of money with
all
this.
a bucket.
So,
And if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who
I'm
knows
recording
what
this.
that information might do to a person.
I don't know. You tell
here we
me.
go.
I've streamed this. I've recorded this. So that's like the lovely thing. But the camera tracking is not that great. Like I said in multiple videos. But this can be like out of screen. Ooh, you never catch me. I wonder if it's like hand tracking. Hang on. I wonder if it's like hand tracking. Camera. Follow target. Avatar 1. I second to 6. Ooh. I think it's a hand tracking. I think. Body operation. And then wait, that's no hand tracking because I think that's a different style program because of the track of that of those motion things. think so, but like, wanna see a magic trick? That's it. I forgot. I forgot that. I was like, I want to see that. What happens there? But you can't go there.
Not everyone is so lucky to have a bucket, but Stanley is a very lucky fellow. Very lucky indeed. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to...
Can we get
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee
Wait,
was simply the place to be.
I want to see what happens if you do like the telephone ending.
The bucket turned out to be correct. Was it? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Like, just like an if you go with the lift, you go right through.
Go back to the meeting room.
You can go to like a telephone ending.
Don't go
Also,
to
I
the
just
meeting
want someone to
room.
see
Go
like the bucket
somewhere
destroy ending.
else.
We're gonna
The
keep that
cargo
one
lift, yes.
for
Good,
the
said
end of
bucket.
the video.
Now ride the lift all the way
Like,
to the top.
the thing
There's
now is
something
that
up
Stanley
there I need you to
Ultimate
do.
Parable Deluxe or
Stanley
Stanley
did not
Parable
question
2.
why or how this bucket was speaking.
What can we discover still?
It should have alarmed him, of course, because
Like, there's a few endings, I don't know if you're
but
AFK
Stanley
endings, that's
chose
we
not
have
to
to
think
get.
about this obvious fact. He was
And we
very
could go
convinced
achievement
that the
hunting,
bucket
I
had
think.
spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did
But-
whatever the bucket asked.
Like, complete the send bar in under 4 minutes 22 seconds, not including load times. So I assume that's the normal one. Setting also, I did setting slides in main for available numbers. Supergo is starting to play the Stanley Parable for 10 years. 888888888888 is an achievement. And play the Stanley Parable for the entire duration of Tuesday. And we still have that stupid test achievement. Oh, there is even an all-endings flowchart. Oh. Behind the bucket, okay, what? Oh. Wait, did I do that? Wait. I did that, right? I did welcome. Oh, see. Let's go there. It's like a whole achievement guide. And sorry, I'm getting
In
carried off.
here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
I was like a bit with achievement checking.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Was this the work ending? By the way? Like, I can remember.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket.
Yeah, this ending.
Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because...
This is basically an ending. I've already done this ending. I think this is ending. I think this is the first thing I tried. Well, after getting the bucket in like episode 4. Let me see. Oh, the flow charter. Ouch. Okay, I'm gonna show you.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. It takes a lot of humility to carry a bucket so magnificent. Stanley
I actually know what
took
happens
his
with the
ego
dream
and
ending.
proceeded onward. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Like, there's so many things you can try out, but
Still no one was here.
I should remember we collected all the
Stanley needed
figurables.
bucket's
We
warmth
got like a
and comfort
special
now
ending.
more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he... Oh, Stanley, can you feel
Like,
it?
and we got a special
The
ending
broom
where we're
closet.
like,
It wants
collect the
bucket.
figurines
You
again.
can feel
I don't know if you can see
Red
it, but
conscience,
I've got like,
the aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This
16
broom
out of
closet
now
believes
24.
it deserves
I've
the
collected them
bucket.
3 times.
I can really feel
It was
it.
18 out of
It's
6.
a bucket. It belongs
I was
in
sitting
the
there
broom
like,
closet. That's
huh?
what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't
There was a thing
over
with
the bucket.
achievement.
I know
I mean,
how
we can
hard
try,
it must be,
but
given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. Getting into name calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk that it has to resort to this stream of petty
And you
insults
found the last
simply in
one.
order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons.
I like the broom
Even
closet, so
worse
shut up.
than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
what the heck is this?
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once
Oh,
and for
do you,
all.
mister?
Here we go.
Oh,
There. Now it's settled.
oh,
No more debate, no more discussion.
here, look.
Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature
in my
of cleaning
bucket.
supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Get a new bucket. Like, not my property.
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's
Wait,
appropriate.
are you gonna?
You see, I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
You have to. Back when I did my first episode, I stayed in this
You know
group.
what? I could take the name calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment, and to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies, easily the most childish such room I've ever been. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Okay, can I talk to Mr. Narrator? Like, this is my first episode when I stayed in that room closet for 10 minutes and I was assumed dead. Like, those are the little things that are so funny and don't make any sense. You know why? It's like... I would sit here someone for 10 minutes. It is so ridiculous and stupid and funny. Should I go out? Or should I? Should I stay with my bucket in here? Should I? I love this trick. I still love this.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during
Oh, this
work
doesn't
hours.
change?
He might be fined for that. And in such a competitive economy, why
This doesn't
had he
change on the
taken that
bucket?
risk?
Oh?
All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket.
Oh,
The
there's
bucket
change.
returned his gaze. but said nothing at all.
There is the
Strange,
change.
Stanley thought. Usually the bucket
There
is
is
a
the
source
change.
of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket?
My
This
sticker is
all
on it.
terribly wrong. Surely
Like
no
this.
good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre
Where's my bucket?
hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket.
Where is my bucket?
Indeed.
Okay.
Now he
Give
knew
me my
his
bucket back.
thoughts were repeating, which was, of course,
Uh,
now he felt
It
himself
happens.
floating off the ground. Oh, gracious.
happens. I'm
he
sad
exclaimed.
now.
Without my bucket,
I'm
I've
sad
gone
now.
truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it.
I'm
calling
mad
to
now.
him.
I'm sad now. I just. Is this sad or mad?
It's me.
Like, ah! My bucket!
Could it truly be?
My
He rushed
bucket!
forward from
Give
room
it
to room,
back!
passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Come to me, Stanley. Find me.
Oh.
To find the bucket, he had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity.
Oh, there are a lot of buckets here.
He froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful.
There are too many
Stanley
buckets!
doubled over in agony
Ah.
and blacked out.
Me after seeing so many buckets.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day
Wait, this is
any
like the
other.
bucket now with her?
She rose,
Or.
got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man
Nah.
who had stumbled through town,
Into one
talking
thing.
and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator
Like, now
describing
my,
all his actions and how
my mouth should be
everything is
more-
predetermined
but it doesn't
and
work
free
like-
will is an illusion and
Oh,
it's all
never
just
mind.
a video game. It could all have been prevented.
Don't
if
find the menu on
only
the
he'd
thing.
taken his bucket
Changing
with
something
him.
mid-recording.
Perhaps he didn't even
It always
realize
works, you know.
He'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place.
Did this? No.
How cruel the world can be, Mariella.
This one. Audio
She hugged her
recording.
own bucket
Taste
in
settings.
composure. But
This
of
works
course,
better
she
with
had
like this
time for
program
this.
for things,
There
but
were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
backflipped. Backflip with a bucket in your hand.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting.
Oh, that's for now
Perhaps
over the
he had simply
stickers.
missed a memo.
For now, however, has the stickers.
Stanley cradled the bucket in a gentle embrace, protective yet delicate, assertive yet compassionate. Stanley clutched the bucket.
Let's see what
tightly in his
happens, by the
chest.
way.
This
If
was
I
not
think
the
I never done
way
that
to the
even
meeting
without the
room.
bucket.
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
If I walk here back now, if I walk backwards now, what happens then? That's closed.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss is off. Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet. Simply because
Give me more!
there's no remaining
I want more stickers!
If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours.
Nada?
But alas, no stickers.
No stickers? No stickers? You know what that makes me? Okay, no stickers? I should make this also. Oh, it is indeed Sora. Yeah, and I can be Sora all the time because I don't get any more stickers. The narrator doesn't give me any stickers. Can we cancel Mr. Narrator? Can we cancel it? Can we? Or should we do that? Should we? I don't know. I'll go out. Get boom up if
Coming to
you
a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
lock up my thing again. I swear. I still wonder, what is it like with the elevator in that office?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his dark
This is how you get.
hours, did the bucket's
This is how you get the
warmth and
achievement
light pierce the dark clouds of
888
confusion and chaos? It would be with him always. The bucket would.
So
And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
like that's the thing with like that's how you get 888 achievement.
Guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Here we go, let's do this and this. Oh wait, you know what you should do? I didn't try this yet because I got it in like my first playthrough on my first episode. When I was like pissing off the narrator because I was like, I'm gonna do something else, and going up, down, up, down, up, down, up,
The
down.
elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown.
And it got like the
It would be
What do you
all
call it?
Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket.
what do you call that?
Soothing him,
Like press conference ending or the story making ending, however you want to call that.
The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
If you like go up and
Wait,
down.
Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back.
I wanna
so
see
I can
that
try
ending now.
pressing the number 3 again.
And I want then after that I want to do
Bucket
some
said
one
nothing.
thing before we do like the bucket crush ending. The thing is like no, it's like you can do so much, but it's like harder to record because you have done this, you have done that, you have done this.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3.
Slamming the
over
number
and
3
over
over
and
and
over.
over and over. And until the day after that.
Perhaps the bucket had missed something.
And the day after that.
Perhaps it had not seen
And the
how
day
much
after that.
joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
You know how some people are after seeing my video playing this? You'd be like, Elise! Like this all the time. Like, Elise, why are you doing that? Be like, Elise! Pff. Brain explosion. Brain explosion, you know.
No, said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel. He smiled at the bucket,
Happiness?
and the bucket said nothing.
Happiness? We don't do here about happiness, we only hear the piss of the narrator. That's my line. You wanna see me do a magic trick? Yeah? Look how far I can move! That was intriguing. I should make, you know, the thing that you also can do in this program, and that's what I love. You basically can make like an image, or like you make your own models, rooms. Think. So you can make like you complete your own room, or like an image for a room. Maybe I should do that sometimes, so it's just like intermissions. Because I think I made the newsroom intermission. Yeah, maybe I did. So.
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion. He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears. And the whole time, he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing. The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all. Only silence
Didn't hear
Crushed by a
anything.
wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator. Stanley and the bucket
He
were
didn't
so
hear anything.
close.
He was not
They'd
talking to me,
always
though.
been
What was he
there
talking
for one
about?
another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's? The question caused Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator. He knew that there must
find
be a
this,
way to get through
like I
to
said,
the bucket.
I
to
can't stop
communicate fully
talking
with
about
his
this, but
dear
it's so
friend.
lovely.
Surely there was a
Also, just a free
solution,
body
mustn't there be?
movement. I can like shake my head now. Wish my hair was as long as for my models. I wish. But maybe if I would go hormones, maybe I should make that dress, or let someone make that dress. Currently wearing, and then wear it in real life and be like,
Said Stanley. I know what to do.
And be like,
I know
do.
how to fully express this feeling in my heart. He decided right then and there that he would hold a press conference where he would speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over and over. He would elaborate fully on what the number 3 meant to him and why he felt so alive when pressing it. Then the bucket would be able to see
I think I
his
should do
joy
that
through
instead
the
of like a
eyes
Miku
others.
cosplay. My own
To see
cosplay.
the world react to this discovery of Stanley's.
Be like,
And it would
are
be
you
through
doing
the
your own
public
cosplay?
eye that the
I'm, like,
bucket would
sitting.
finally understand Stanley's
I'm
work.
sitting like this now. Doing my own cosplay? You think about it, huh? Fun.
For months, he advertised and marketed his press conference, building excitement around it, developing and rehearsing it, until it couldn't be refined a single measure further. When the big day arrived, Stanley was as prepared as he'd ever been for anything in his life.
Was he prepared? Number 3. 427, number 3333.
This was it. One last chance to win the bucket over. One opportunity to
what's
share a
this?
true connection with a loved one. There was no one here. Nobody had come to the press conference to hear Stanley speak.
Oh,
to listen to him talk about
sad.
what it really means to press the number 3 on a keypad over and over.
Oh,
He
this
was
is
unloved.
really sad.
Uninteresting, he was a failure.
I jump off.
And in that moment, Stanley knew that the bucket would never again take him seriously. There would be no connection, no deeper understanding. The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent. And so it began that slowly, over many years, the two of them grew more and more distant. They spoke less and less, neither wishing to state the obvious, that any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference. There would be no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit, only a silence that consumed the space between friends. And Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
That was sad. Jeez. That was so sad. Right, it said something. I clicked through it. I'm actually gonna restart the game for once more. Why? Because I want to show you a secret. Because I'm 50. Like, that's all a thing that like I neglected during my stream and my my recordings. Of course, each time my recording is a new startup, but yeah, the stream was nuts. I spent spending 3 hours without like restarting. What time is it? You know well damn which time it is. Really truly know? Was 15 minutes before 8. Of course they don't, nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other, we're like strangers. Sure, I've just thought of the game settings to your exact specification, but who hasn't? This is what I do, like a day job, and now the job is over. What do you mean, are you gonna leave me? No more information from me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can, so I don't really know you, and you don't know me. And neither of us know what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable. But if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyway. You want to have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Video games were meant to be played alone. You like being alone, don't you? Whoa. Oh, mean. Okay, be gone. Okay. I thought we had something. Someone said that we need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready for that. Not really my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again if you can find me. Talk soon. Okay, but no, I don't want to find you. Woo! This is what I meant. Like, after restarting, but... Of course, what I didn't in episode 4 or 5 was restarting. It is episode 6. Oh, yeah, that's true. The epilogue. Many years later. Yeah, I know. I said many. Oh, we're here again? Oh. Which way do I have to go? I'm assuming just this way. I'm gonna walk away. That's what happens. What happens? Hello? I sit on this. Oh, wait, I can jump. Bye! I'm gonna leave you. Leave whoever settled up there. I have to stay with it? I have to stay with it. Oh. There's so many chairs of... Desk chairs. En daarna is een bureaustoel. Like I mean a chair behind your desk. That's too loud, by the way. No, it's not too loud. The thing is also with my camera taking there's like issues if I go to the left too quick. What's this again? Hello? Have I been stuck in Nevada for how long? I didn't expect this. Oh. Now we're going somewhere. Is that like the memory zone from the narrator? I think it is. I think it's the memory zone. Stanley Parable 2. In loving memory. What's this? Oh. Like so many, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable. With underscores, are truly disappointed I'm with the sequel. The first game teamed with originally the Stanley... the sequel, where the first game teamed with originality. Stanley Parable 2 is still uninspired and often insulting to the fanbase. Rather than expand on what made the first game enjoyable, the sequel first off into a territory nobody asked for. Infinitely deep hole, who cares? Where about the new endings? What about enjoyable bits from the Stanley Parable 1, like the adventure line? Instead we get an uninspired side quest collecting figurines. Even the division feels incomplete. Collecting all the figurines gives you nothing. I must say though, I found the bucket to be quite comforting and welcome reprieve form. There's something on the back. No. Google! Come on. I'm gonna get Google. Why can't I speak? Google Translate.
Originally.
Originally. Oh, dat was het. Originally.
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 Originally. At dog porn. On the times. Is this what happens after people criticize the Stanley Parable? Oh yeah. Okay, hang on. We're gonna do this. From Gaming Tech Entertainment, Stanley Parable developers, no more spin-offs, no more sequels. When the Stanley Parable launched to a massive success in 2013, its creators made plans to build the property into an entire franchise. But this throws critical and commercial reception to the Stanley Parable 2 has promoted the developers to rethink their ambitions. As outlined in a press release they published today, it's clear the more Stanley Parable is just not what the fans want. Reads the press release. We thought we had a vision for the series that players would be excited about, yet it turns out that could not have been farther from the truth. The press release goes on to promise to preserve the artistic integrity of the original game, and to quote-unquote stop assaulting fans with our reckless and insulting creative visions. The word "sorry" appears more than 25 times in the press release. If you have a vision, a creative vision, this is worth trying out. That's the thing. For the same reason, it can work out. Well, you learn from it, you remove it. But for the other reason, it can work great. You'd be like, hey, we have a new project. So I'm actually not agreeing with that, but probably made up anyways. Ooh! Of 26 of 6. I did not break my game lag. I'm the true honest. Like I'm the true 100% gamer-nist. You know, the full completionist. Is this where I restart the game or? Hello again. It's nice to see you. Oh, well, it's not nice to see you. But it's terrible to learn there will never be another Stanley Parable game. If you read what the developer said, preserve the integrity of the franchise. That's nonsense. I had a long day. Excuse me. My brain is fried. Stanley Parable is not sacred. You do not need to protect it. Oh, camera tracking. To the legacy, let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. I think if the sun explodes, you can't make a game anymore, so. Let's run the franchise into the ground. And let's drag it through the mud and back. And if people hate it, who cares? That's the spirit. You see, that's what the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. Don't make his mistakes. Don't cling to the legacy. Let it burn. It's not hard. In fact, let me show you. Together we're going to make the Stanley Parable 3. Simple. All we do is change the number in the game's title screen. You also really need a really dumb subtitle for the game. Something loud and gowly. Go ahead, try combining some random words together and make a new title for a game. Hidden. Pirate. Then laser. The search of the last ever pirate. The Stanley Parable 3, the last ever pirate. It's absurd, I love it. Every time you restart the game, we'll advance the number of the sequel by 1, and then we'll pick a new subtitle. That's the way the Stanley Parable will never end. Nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Any more content sounds like work, no need to do that. It's just be the same content, recycled again and again and again with a new title screen. What do you say, should we go forward with this plan? I like it. But I want you to have a say as well. Oh well, let's do it. Good then to create a new sequel every time you start the game. And you know what? Since you put faith in my idea, I feel like giving you something as well. See, I'm noticing that the narrator never found a way to give you the broken achievement, did he? Of course not, I wouldn't expect him to know how. Been bothering me, let's fix it. Alright there, the chief machine is all fixed. You see, I'm on your side, we're in this together. Going to keep the stream rolling. Stanley Parable cannot end, it can only spiral in on itself forever. Must keep the wheel turning. I'm ready, are you ready? Okay, there's only one last thing we need to do. Please enter the current time. It's 7 PM. Oh. Currently 7. Please adjust the slider into... Thank you, please enjoy the Stanley Parable. Did I got the test achievement? Wait, what did I have to do for that? Okay, hold on, let me check something real quick. I completely started the game with these 5 seconds slowly. Turn the memory plate and create and make it an S. This is why I showed up to restart the game. Apparently for the test achievement you need to start the game up at least 5 times.
This is the story.
There's also like an AFK ending if you keep sitting there, standing here and doing nothing.
All of his co-workers were gone. What did it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Ah, Stanley's bucket. The only co-worker he would... Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
I thought you make it. Let's just replay the whole sequence again. Oh, no, it's just the last thing we're gonna...
and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens
and then
and
this was
expands the
happening.
world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited
Are
to
you?
see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Wait, Stanley, I've just now realized.
I think you realized.
That bucket you're holding, it's the bucket I've been working on for my sequel. How did you get your hands on it? Isn't this the preview? You have the bucket already. This makes no sense at all. Hold on. Did I already show you my ideas
Perhaps.
for the sequel? I don't remember doing that at all. You're seeing things all out of order.
Are you stopping? Oh.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
He knows, guys, he knows. The narrator knows. Run, hide yourselves.
Infinite hole, the giant door. Did you see them already?
Perhaps.
Stanley, none of them are ready yet. I'm still developing. They're not even close to finished. How did they look when you saw them? Were they captivating? Were they exciting? Did they fulfill on the promise of everything that a sequel to Stanley Parable could possibly be? Had I figured out how the hell to make a sequel to this game?
Yeah, basically we made...
Wait, if you're still carrying the bucket around with you, if the bucket is interesting to you, that means I must have made it correctly. Yes, you carrying the bucket with you everywhere is exactly what I set out to accomplish. The bucket is the exciting and captivating new content that I promised. I did it! I win! I made a sequel to the Stanley Parable! Yes, the sign is correct. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Thank you for taking the bucket everywhere.
Did I have to do this without the bucket?
To the bucket, never letting it go. It means I've won. It means I am victorious over the gamers. It is a sweet salve of victory on my soul. Thank you for enjoying the new content. The bucket is the Stanley Parable now. They are one and the same. There is no Stanley Parable without the bucket.
I thought I had to do this.
I win, 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 I win.
And what now? What had to do with that? What did I have to do with that?
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay, I'm going in with like I'm going in again with the
Stanley
bucket.
decided to go to the meeting room. Is Stanley without the bucket really Stanley at all?
Going in again.
No, surely not.
So it's returning to the expo hall. We're going on a tour, on a visit to Ibiza. La 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 la. I know I can sing. Does it sound good? No, I know, but oh, my stomach hurts. I'm gonna keep at least the bucket, the soy thing for another.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version.
At least I
has
think
turned
I'm gonna
out
keep
to
the
be.
bucket
The
crusher in
original
there for
Stanley
another
Parable
video.
was a landmark,
I'm gonna see what I can
and
do
any
because
new
it's
content
some
for it should
achievements
live
to
up
do.
that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh, hello.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Did I ask for
Now,
this?
to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Is this still Jim?
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized. Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is.
Elise, thank you.
Here, let's have you role play as
No.
Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Jim.
Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name. Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first. Now, allow yourself to become Jim.
Jim.
All right, fine, whatever. It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out of here. I'm done with this button.
I'm
Why
not
don't
done.
you go humiliate
I'm not
me
done.
in front of a different feature that I worked very hard on?
I'm not done.
Jim.
See, if you'd only played along,
Jim.
that would have
Jim.
been your
Jim.
name the button
Jim.
says.
Jim.
But no.
Jim.
Instead,
Jim. Jim.
I can't
Jim.
even think
Jim.
about it. I'm taking the Jim
Jim.
button away.
You won't.
Jim.
Okay, goddammit, you Mr. Narrator. What happens if I like take the other thing?
Maybe I'll only let people named Jim play the Stanley Parable 2. They would appreciate what I've created here.
What's that? Is that a figurine thing?
Wait, there are 2 buckets here. How did you get a second bucket?
I have 1 bucket.
Oh no, the warmth and comfort of a single bucket is already so great, so intoxicatingly wonderful. With 2 buckets, there's no telling. Stanley, can you still hear me? Are you with me?
But
Stanley! Oh, thank God. I didn't
what
lose
bucket?
Stanley, the power of 2 buckets was too much. I had to destroy both of them. I know how much the bucket meant to you, but I couldn't take the risk. I hope one day you can forgive me.
That's how I'm now looking. Me after seeing that explosion, like flashbang! A bucket! I was not expecting to get blown up for real. We're here for 2 things more. The new achievement. Infinite Hole Knot.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as you can see, the machine is not working yet since... What? Wait. What in the holy hell is going on? You got the achievement?
I got it.
Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear, it was broken just a second ago. Who fixed it? Is someone here?
I have magic powers, Mr. Narrator.
Oh, God. Composure. Composure. Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I intended. It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable.
I see, Mr. Narrator.
Breathe. Just breathe.
Just breathe. Someone is watching. Breathe.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Like, there should be like an exhibit around here that is like
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the
Paragraph
Stanley
5.
Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term
I want to see
franchise
the
potential.
I want to see the collectibles now. Can I collect them all again? Out of order. You been here already. Like, there was also spoken that there should be an extra thing unlocking if you have corrected all the sliders. What is left? Let me change the balloons now. I want to change the balloons.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with? You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
I didn't like the blue balloons anyway, so I want to see the infinite hole again, so I want to jump circle. I want my bucket back. I want my bucket back.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley?
Oh, yes.
Yes, it would go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Oh, here is the settings world champion. Is that open? No, I didn't do it. Okay, my bad. Then we go to the exit, and we're gonna call it this video day off because it's already been an hour. And we have still so much more to do. You guys try to get the speedrun achievement. Try 100%. Trying to get 100%, you know. Also, we can also try to get the settings world achievement. I don't know if that's still possible.
Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
There are a few achievements we still can do to the next episode, so there will be definitely one more episode at least on this.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together.
I want to try to speedrun at least
video game,
on the way the game wants.
I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good
I also
game
want
in there
to
Say, let's do an experiment.
try to do
settings
hold achievement and right here again, but
it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
that is like in the settings. Also behind because it says something about behind subtitles. Oh, is that in this settings menu? Or you have to do a free slider every choice menu?
Okay.
Oh, is that there?
Are you ready? Here it is.
I'm ready.
I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
It's great.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy.
Do I get my bucket? Wait, I don't know, 2 buckets?
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all
the
magic
now?
of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it.
You think, guys?
Of course.
You think we can do this?
With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could, but it would need a really, really tremendous...
Wait, do I lose my new title screen now?
A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
It's 2 again. But I have to alter this. In every way. Does this also call that I've like... I don't think this calls. Well, this is where I'm gonna leave the video off because it's been an hour, I don't have so much time anymore and I want to wonder bother you if I need more time. If you like what you saw, leave a comment down below, subscribe, and make sure to follow or ring the bell notification if you want to stay up to date with this channel. I also stream once a week, at least once a week, if you want to know. Bottom of the description are my Discord. In there you can check this schedule channel, the small communities, don't like, and try to get more people. Or you can check my Twitter, Insta, they're also at the bottom of the video description. I usually try to post every Sunday when I'm live for the upcoming week. So don't be hesitate if you miss the stream. I will stream you more than once. Also, my auto screen will contain a video recommended for my channel to you. If you don't like the video, I highly recommend going down to my channel button and search around for the Let's Play playlist. It's a playlist of stuff I've done over the past few years. It's a random playlist full of content. You can put on a random search a video and find something. I know what you will. Also, on the left will be the Stanley Parable playlist. Have you seen any of the other episodes? I highly recommend you do. If you're here for Miku content, because since I'm known as Hudson Juju or Hudson Alice or Elise, that's a separate thing on the channel, go to my channel button, you'll find it. With that, I'm going to say have a wonderful day, and until we meet again, bye bye. 今日の皆さんどうしたつまりのとこみんなでバイバイバイ思いついたら歩いていけ心のゴミ残さないように